shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Let's take our prophetic declaration. With long life, full of prosperity and sound health, shall you satisfy me and my household all the days of our lives. Amen.
Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. Flagship station for MTSU Sports. The views and opinions on this show are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of WGNS, its management, other hosts, or advertisers.
Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag number run, or if you need someone full-fledged follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Yeah, we're here. Ed Raymer with you with the Heavenly Raymer Show. Glad to be with you, folks. And I've got two ladies here that we're going to be talking tonight about Planned Parenthood. But the biggest news, by the way, Amelia Ponce here, Holly Amber. Thank you, ladies, both of you, for doing this. Thank you. But the biggest news that Connor and I have just received, Connor's on the board, by the way, is that Amelia, get ready, folks, she is going to be a troop leader for her daughter's Girl Scout group.
Yes, just got the news. Breaking news, everyone.
Breaking news. You just got that.
You're going to be incorrigible when cookie season comes around,
Oh, yeah.
don't you?
You're all buying cookies.
You're bad
from me.
enough already. If you have cookies behind you, dang.
I will say, I did tell Ava that she would be selling the cookies, not me.
The cookies.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm coming for your money at cookie season, guys.
Connor's grinning from ear to ear. He knows about the cookies. Well,
Armor with some
congratulations.
Thin Mints.
Thank you. I'm really
That says a lot about.
I loved being a Girl Scout. So.
You did? Okay. Well,
I
that
did.
says a lot. Now, Holly, were you ever in Girl Scouts or brownies or any of that?
I was not. My youngest daughter was, though.
Oh, okay.
So she did it for a couple of years. We, all of the badges. So we had badges, but we never put them on anything. Like we just we have they went to the movies and we got a little patch for going to the movies. They went camping. They went to the water park.
Didn't they have a sash they could wear?
They
You had a
do,
sash?
but it's such a pain sometimes to get them. And if you iron them on, they don't really stay there. And if you're gonna sew them, it's
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
So it's like so now still, and she's like 27, I think now, and I'm still finding these little patches coming out of places. It's like, oh wow, you got a little Christmas tree because we went to some sort of Christmas this event, and we got patches coming out the hooey ha ha. So
Well, Amelia, I guess we see one mother that won't be a troop leader anytime soon.
no, we're
Not
over
with
that.
an attitude like that.
Well,
I got to
that's
say
why you got
something.
me.
Our refrigerator, there are 5 or 6 boxes of cookies in there right now.
Oh,
My
yeah?
wife has her
And
favorite. Yeah, and I like them
The
all.
Thin
Of
Mints.
course. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thin Mints.
Put
Yeah.
the Thin
Okay.
Mints in the fridge.
And we support that every time, and we'll
Taking
walk
notes,
up.
Amelia.
Yeah, I am.
Junior's down here. The girls will set up a little, they'll have a table. Occasionally, I think they do at Walmart or something.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'll stop in Junior's in the afternoon, and to get cookies, I take them to some meetings I go to, and man, they are gone, bam. I mean, like a breath of air, and we support that. But I got to tell you, the brownies are the cutest because they're the little ones, and it's like our daughter was in dance. And it's always great because during the Holly and I were talking before in the theater, because they did dance in one of the schools, their auditoriums, and you can hear them if they're going to do tap when they're all clanking on the stage.
My kids did all that.
Yeah.
And I did theater. Actually, the first play I ever did was The
Right.
Wicked Witch of the West in The Wizard of Oz. And my kids were both Munchkins and Flying Monkeys. And my youngest daughter was part of the Lullaby League. So she was one of the little ballerinas comes out.
And
She's like 5 years old.
I'm just guessing here you were the witch.
I'm telling you, I was the witch. I was a great witch. So just make it
I'm going
up.
to take your word for that. That's
okay.
a whole other show, Connor. Write that down.
I need that.
Okay, look, I'll tell you what, enough right now. We love the Girl Scouts and the brownies, and we're excited for you. And I know,
Thank you.
and she is excited, folks.
Thank
No
you. I
kidding.
am.
And are we on air? Yeah, we are. And we are on YouTube. We'll get into all that in a second. But for right now, my name is Edwin Lee Raymer, and yes, I'm still a private investigator. Welcome aboard.
This is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show with your host, Ed Raymer, on your Good Neighbor station, News Radio, WGNS.
All right, and Girl Scouts, brownies, and all, and cookies, we're right there with you. And this is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show, and I'm your host, Ed Raymer. This show is produced at Studios WGNS AM 1450, 100.5, 101.9 FM, right here in the heart of the great volunteer state, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Now, you can reach us tonight, and you can reach Amelia and Holly with your questions, your comments, or your ideas at 615-893-1450. That's 615-893-1450. Now, you can also send us a text to that number, and Connor will be glad to read it over the air for those of you who do not wish to be heard live if you're a little too high or too shy or been eating some of Holly's cookies. My co-host is
Oh, Amelia's going to be the cookie supplier.
Amelia and Holly. I'm sorry. I did throw the wrong name, and I'm sorry. I apologize.
I already ate mine.
Now, you can, I'll bet you have, and you can listen to us via the internet, wgnsradio.com. News Radio, WGNS. You can find us at YouTube Live, okay? The Good Neighbor Station. Facebook Live. Yes, we are on television. And you can a number of different ways you can find us. My wife listens on what's that thing? Not Alexa, yeah. Whatever, all this stuff. I don't know what all this stuff is. Alexa, she listens, she sees enough of me at home. And you can also download the WGNS app and take WGNS with you wherever you go. Listen whenever you wish. And I didn't get to listen to Simplicity tonight. I was busy with some other stuff. And I talked to Angie Renee as she was leaving. Fine gal's doing great work, feeding people in this community, just doing some wonderful stuff. So listen to Simplicity. We support them. Jason Qualls with financial information. Jason's got great guests, people that know what they're talking about, not a bunch of radicals and all this mess. And, you know, we're here tonight to talk about Planned Parenthood and what it does and what it is. Now, you have things coming up, ladies. Amelia, I'm going to start with you.
Want me to kick it
You've
off?
been here before. Both of you have been here before, so make yourselves at home. Go ahead. What you got?
Well, I am Amelia Pont, and I'm the Middle Tennessee Grassroots Organizer, and I work here in Rutherford County. So I work for both PPTNM, Planned Parenthood of Tennessee and North Mississippi, and Tennessee Advocates for Planned Parenthood. There's 2 Planned Parenthood organizations in our state.
Okay.
Planned Parenthood of Tennessee and North Mississippi, PPTNM, is our health services and our education.
Right. Okay.
And then TAP, Tennessee Advocates for Planned Parenthood, that is our advocacy arm. That is
Right.
the political arm that shields our services. So that's our advocacy, and during elections, our election. So today I'm
Okay.
here as TAP to talk about advocacy. And Holly is the RUCO Action TAP Action Council. So our organizing model takes advantage of all of our amazing volunteer leaders across our
Okay.
state by
Right.
creating action councils. And RUCO Action is Rutherford County's Action Council.
Right.
And so we have a lot of advocacy and community events that are coming up, and we just
Right.
want everyone to know about that.
Okay. Now, you had something coming up. Was it you or Holly or somebody had something
we're-
coming up?
we both do.
Holly?
A lot of the stuff, it's very confusing because.
Okay,
So
all
we've
right.
got the Rutherford County, the
Take your
RUCO
time.
Action.
Take your
We
time.
got the RUCO Action. We basically we're a grassroots activist organization. We have a focus on reproductive justice. It was started as a coalition between Planned Parenthood and Democratic women.
Right,
So
okay.
Amelia and I work together because she has to give us information from Planned Parenthood. She gets paid to sit with meetings and stuff like that with them so she can
Yes,
tell us what
okay.
they're doing and how it informs what we do in Rutherford County.
Sure.
So
Okay.
so
All right.
yeah, we both got stuff. We got stuff on the state level and she can talk about, and we got stuff on the local
Right.
level.
Yeah, I
that-
got 2 pages of stuff and cards full of
Yeah,
stuff here.
you
You
got-
got some things
you
going on.
got- you
It's
got
a
stuff.
it's a busy time, and
It is.
it
It is.
stays busy.
And a lot of things are happening in the Planned Parenthood world right now.
Right.
So I want to start off with the mission of Planned Parenthood. So
Please
we've been
do.
here in Tennessee.
Let people know what Planned Parenthood is.
For 75 years, Planned Parenthood has been providing sexual health care to Tennesseans. And our mission is to improve health and well-being by providing high-quality, non-judgmental sexual health care, honest and accurate sexuality education, and
Right.
reproductive health and rights advocacy.
And you're not out here performing abortions.
No, because it is illegal in Tennessee.
Right.
So we cannot perform abortions at Planned Parenthood. And we do have an abortion navigator for people who do need care.
Understood.
But we cannot perform abortions in Tennessee. It is
Good.
a banned state, yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, what else? And where we're going
Well,
with this?
we have lots of services, so I will quickly read off of this. We perform annual exams and Pap tests. We provide birth control, breast exams, cancer screenings, free condoms, emergency contraception, gender-affirming health care, HPV vaccines, PrEP and PEP services, pregnancy tests, of course, our sexual health information and counseling, STD and STI testing and treatment, and vasectomies. We just started
Ooh.
offering vasectomies this year because we got a provider to do it.
The way you were saying it was like we need a drum
I
roll.
know.
What I'm
you
saying,
know-
what I wondered is, with all the deal with this current administration and, of course, the Republicans, and I mean, let's just be honest about it. When is it going to become illegal for me to get a vasectomy?
Never. I don't see
because
that
I'm
happening.
an American white man and I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
there's
would
a
it
good
would
chance
require
that's-
regulating
true.
men's bodies, and we're just not.
No, we're not going to
We're
do
not
that.
going to move in that direction.
No, we don't
probably.
do that.
So.
No, no sense in
There
that.
are some that that sometimes if you're like below a certain age, historically sometimes you have difficulty even getting a vasectomy.
Maybe,
Right.
yeah.
Sure,
Because I did
sure,
have a friend that he was under 30 and nobody wanted to perform the procedure. He did eventually get it done, and he said he's
Understood.
and
Yeah.
he's in his 50s now, and he's like he doesn't regret a thing. It's like he
Right,
got like when he was
okay.
25, 26, something like that.
Yeah,
So
he just didn't want children.
he already knew that's the way.
Right.
He just knew that he was not.
Okay. All right.
It's not what his
Okay.
plan was.
Now, for folks that are in a dire situation, and I'm not going to go into what that could be. That could be a myriad of
Oh,
of
so many
situations.
different things it could be.
You have a call center number?
Yes. So if you want to get any health care from Planned Parenthood, please call 866-711-1010. 1717. That's our call center, and they're going to answer any and all of your questions.
And now this is a national hotline? Or
No,
is
that's
this,
that's Planned Parenthood of Tennessee and North
This is
Mississippi.
Tennessee
That is
and
our
North Mississippi.
Tennessee affiliate that
Right.
provides health care. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
We
Okay.
also have a new app, telehealth. So we have PP Direct.
okay.
And so that is for birth control, UTI treatment, and emergency contraception delivered right to your door. So this is good for our rural Tennesseans,
Right.
people who
Yes.
lack
Yes.
transportation. So we just want to make sure everyone knows that that option is available to them as well.
And they can find all that at that number?
Yes.
The
Call
866-711-1717.
Yep.
Okay, 1717.
Yup.
Okay, all right.
Yep. So that's our health services. Planned
Okay.
Parenthood is still going strong. And
Right.
we have recently had to temporarily close one of our 2 Memphis health centers. So we had 2 that were fully operating in Memphis, but we had to consolidate to 1 because there was a federal law passed by Congress
Yeah.
blocking Medicaid patients from using their insurance at Planned Parenthood. So we saw a drop.
Here we go again, that bunch.
But we don't plan on this being a permanent closing. It's
Right,
just temporarily
sure.
closed right now, so we can explore just a more cost-effective way to provide the high-quality health care.
In the long run, it may be a good thing. I
we'll see.
regret to even think that or say that, really, but it might.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
And
Right.
it's why, I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff right now going on with people getting Medicaid,
Sure.
in
Oh,
general.
yeah,
But,
right.
and also, as we've already talked about, we haven't been able to do abortions for quite some time here in Tennessee.
Sure.
So everyone will still
And-
kind of like go in on that. It's like, that hasn't been happening for
And
a couple of years now.
Holly, it always was the exclusive last resort.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure about this? I mean, you weren't. Did people just I mean, I've been so tired of people all my adult life. Well, now this side they're against abortion, but this side's for abortion. No. No one in their right mind is for abortion.
I love abortions like I love appendectomies.
That's exactly right.
It's like it's a medical procedure,
It
and
is
it's
a
not
necessary
really
medical
any of my
procedure.
business
It's
why
not.
anybody else has to do it. I can't make that decision. I can't raise that child for somebody else.
No.
So that's kind of where I
And we
stand
were talking
on it,
about
so.
this a while ago before we
Yeah.
came in here. I mean, it's just I don't know.
I will
I'll never
say,
understand it.
I can confidently say that I support abortion because abortion means healthcare. And so I don't ever go farther than abortion is healthcare in my mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's no matter what reason someone chooses to have an abortion, there's just no way that a policy can be one size fits all.
I
And
don't
then,
see how either.
and
Yeah,
then
that's
work
not for the
every
lawmakers.
See how
person.
either, you
So,
know. Yeah,
so
right.
abortion is healthcare, full stop for me. So in that case, I'm pro-abortion.
Well, any medical doctor worth their salt. I've always said this, and I'll continue to say it. And I know you're tired of hearing it, folks. You know what I'm going to say already. Any doctor worth their salt will tell you that at times an abortion is a necessary medical procedure.
Yeah,
It unfortunately is.
It's the same thing as a DNC. A DNC is an abortion. So whenever you make that illegal, then it makes that healthcare, like it's coded, medical coding. Like it affects what a doctor can do because a DNC is the same thing as an abortion. So it's putting a lot of people at risk. The rhetoric is putting people at risk.
Let's move on away from that.
Yeah,
if we
move
can.
on from that. But we do still have one of our health centers open in Memphis. So don't let anyone say that we're not providing care in Memphis anymore. I just want to make that clear. We still have our
Right.
Poplar location.
Yeah.
So, but
Now, what about here locally?
So here locally, we don't have a clinic. It's only 45 minutes away from Murfreesboro, though, if anyone does need care, and we have the telehealth. But we're doing advocacy in Rutherford County.
Right.
We are building, we are training advocates. We are building community power so that we can get involved in the Tennessee legislature. right? So we can learn how to advocate for ourselves and for our families, to the people who have power. Because power is your ability to influence things and to influence people and policy. And so we want to make sure that those who have power are hearing from our community so that they can hopefully take us into an account when they're voting in committees and subcommittees, because it's really important that we call our elected officials, that we show up to the Capitol in that subcommittee. When these bills, when there's only 7 people. The
subcommittee is a lot of work gets done in the subcommittee. People don't understand. Right.
They want to wait until it makes it all the way to the floor, and there's
it's too late then.
Over 100 lawmakers that you have to influence. But if we can either pass or kill a bill when it's in subcommittee, when there's only 7 people to call, like, that's really what I want people to understand is legislative session begins in January. We usually have the bill deadline at the end of January or maybe sometime in February. But then we're going to see what all the bills that we are advocating for or against for the year. And so we need people there at the beginning when it's in subcommittee, making those calls, coming to the Capitol with us, sitting in on committee meetings. It's the people's house.
All of this, Amelia, is online. If you have a phone, you can get there.
You can always stream in too. So Tennessee actually has an award-winning website. It is very user-friendly, and you can always stream any of the committee meetings. Thank you for noting that. You can. You can see what's happening live.
Yeah, if you've got a phone, you're good to go.
Yeah, you can look up. It's easy to look up your elected official. It has their name and address. But I am excited about field trips to the... So last year, Tennessee Advocates for Planned Parenthood hosted 3 field trips to the Capitol. So they were like 2-hour events where we kind of went over the bills we were looking at. A little Civics 101, because a lot of people still don't know how a bill becomes a law, right?
Sure.
And then we did a tour. We usually have a speaker, and a little bit of food. But all of that is gearing up for Advocacy Day. So that is going to be March 24th, and that's when Planned Parenthood supporters from all over the state get bussed in. And it's a whole day of programming. It's a whole day of power building. And that is when we have, we can have a big impact just with sheer numbers.
And
they
this
can't
will
ignore
be
us when we're all
Where will this be? Now, this is not until next year.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll be talking to you before then.
Yeah, for sure.
But this will be at the Capitol.
Yeah. But we have the date already. So go ahead and mark your calendars for March 24th. That's when I'll be leading a carpool. I don't know. I'll probably have to get there super early, actually. So someone will be leading a carpool. Maybe Rico Action.
Well,
she's like, somebody.
Somebody.
Like, look at me.
But,
just bring some Girl Scout cookies. And
but
anyway,
I take it very seriously.
I know you do. Now, Advocacy, November 7th at Linebaugh Library at 10:30.
Yeah,
Tell
so
us
that's
about
exciting.
this.
So the CEO of PPT&M, so that's our health center and our services, her name is Ashley Cofield, and she is going on a listening tour around Tennessee, hearing from supporters to inform our way forward. So we are really facing a moment of profound challenge.
Sure.
And she's rising to the occasion. So this is her time, our time to listen to supporters.
Right.
What are our needs? What are they interested in knowing more about? How can we adapt and rise together toward a future grounded in justice, resilience, and bodily autonomy? Full stop. So she's been in East Tennessee. She's been in Chattanooga and Memphis, and now she's coming to Middle Tennessee. And we might be her last stop. It's 10:30 to 12:30 at Linebaugh Library. So I'll have some pastries and coffee for everybody.
Yeah, and because of our, now I've got to say this, and anyone that may be listening on, if you're online in another state or whatever, you've got to understand, folks, we have had tremendous growth here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Rutherford County is one of the fastest growing counties in the United States. Okay, there's no doubt about that. And we are at the point where we need to have our own events, really. And this could be one of these.
Yeah.
I mean, because you've got a lot of people that are impacted by this. It's more than just, and it's more than just a Murfreesboro city deal. It's more than just Eagleville. It's more than just Laverne or Smyrna. I mean, it's the entire county and then some. We even draw people, I'm sure, from Davidson County.
Yeah.
You know.
Cannon County.
Yeah, Cannon County, all these counties around us. So this is a big deal. And it's getting bigger and bigger if people will get on board. And we're trying to help you with that. I am here to make sure that people know about this.
Yeah, we have thousands of supporters in Rutherford County.
And people, they can simply go to these. Do you have an all-around website that can navigate people
I
to
do.
this? What do
Thank
you got?
you. A link tree. So my link tree is, the linktr.ee link tree.
Okay.
If you know link tree, and then / tap TAPP Rutherford.
Okay.
The link tree is Tap Rutherford. So if you just search Linktree Tap Rutherford on Google, you'll find it. But that has a list of all the things that we're doing statewide and here locally.
Okay.
And we do have stuff locally, and we can get to talking about what we're doing with RUCO Action in Rutherford County as well.
Yeah.
And we can probably pick up back because that will make more sense talking about that in a moment. Because this Friday, we have a film screening. We've actually rented out Premiere 6.
Yeah, Premiere 6. You mentioned that. Yeah.
We are showing a film called Bound. It is talking about the overturning of Roe and the effect it has had on our health, our livelihood.
I know.
But made by a local filmmaker named Landon Funk. We are going to be showing the film. It's about 40 minutes. We've also got a panel. She will be present there. So we're going to be asking her some questions. We're also going to have Francie Hunt, the executive director of Tennessee Advocates for Planned Parenthood. And we'll also have Stephanie Jacques, who is also a musician, and she is an organizer for Planned Parenthood.
Good.
So we're going to be getting their point of view. Like, for one thing, because I was watching the film, and it's like it felt like it happened so long ago, and it was only like 18 months.
I know.
And it's like
unbelievable.
everything has been happening so rapidly, and we're going to talk about where we are now, what kind of hope we have in the future.
I know, and Holly, there are things that young women was like, did that really happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually happened.
It's like what life
thought,
was like 5 years ago was even.
I know.
Wild
Everybody, no one ever thought this would take place.
Yeah.
No one did. Well, they're not going to.
Some
It's
people
none
did.
of our business, Well,
So, but
they
we
they
didn't
sat around
believe them.
wringing their hands for years, 50 years.
Well, black women, and women of color were saying for a long time that they were going to come after abortion. And we were saying, no.
I know.
Like,
I would
we
have felt the
safe
same
enough.
way. Understood. Yeah.
And so part of the reason why I was so happy to work with Planned Parenthood is because I knew I have a lot of learning to do. I had a lot of learning because I was so surprised. Like, I remember making a video of myself, like, crying that this happened and being like,
I can
what?
understand.
And just being so blindsided. Come to find out, this was something that had been in the works. Like, it didn't surprise the people who were paying attention. And then that's when I realized I wanted to be one of the people who were paying attention. And it flipped a switch in my brain.
No. Let me assure you, being, again, everywhere I go anymore, I'm sorry to say, I'm one of the older people that's there. Believe me, this has been an ongoing effort for 60 years.
Yeah.
I mean, she talks about a little bit about it in the film, but also there's that movie Bad Faith that also talks about a lot of it coming back.
see
Yeah,
that
that's
one?
right, Holly. Yeah.
Did you see that one, Bad Faith?
I'm going to say I have, but I can't really 100% honestly.
Spoiler alert, a lot of it was racist
I think Chloe
as far as why they were
Chloe
doing it.
Cerruti had me. I think Chloe had me watch that. She's a big activist with Democrats and one of ours here locally.
very familiar.
Fine woman. And I'm sure I did. I think I did.
They did have some screenings here locally in a couple of different places.
Yeah.
And they talk about, abortion, and they're talking about a lot of it was racially motivated.
Sure it was.
So.
Oh yeah.
And it's like
yeah.
not that
This
we're
is
shocked
America.
with that, but
Well, and here's the thing: if it taught us anything, that you have to constantly keep your guard up for your rights.
yeah.
And this Supreme Court, these characters that are on there now, come on, people.
Yeah.
That's not, I never dreamed a woman would vote to do away with it. I never dreamed that. It was the farthest thing from my mind. It's insanity. And I still think it is,
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. I better shut up. Oh, this thing's monitoring my blood pressure. Look out.
We do have a little bit, because also at the so we've started a choir.
Yes.
Okay, because
Okay.
one of the things, I've mentioned that I have more of a theater-based background, and we have a lot of creatives in our group, and we are fortunate to have that. Well, Amelia's always wanted to be part of a choir, and wouldn't you know, we ended up having someone join us that is like a music teacher, right?
Really?
A choir director walked into our book club and was like, hello. And we're like, whoa, the universe is prayers.
Yeah.
So
all right.
we are actually at our film screening. We will have a debut performance from our choir with a song that was rewritten by one of our members to go with the event.
Okay.
So we're actually pretty happy about that.
Now this is going to be at the premiere.
Yes.
6?
This is all going to be at
Okay.
Premiere 6. We're going to be doing that. But
Which
we also
is-
have an ongoing, we are
Okay.
going to be doing things. We might be caroling. You might see us on the side of the street caroling around Christmas.
But
Who
on
knows?
Premiere 6, this is the one located.
On the 24th, yes. Premiere 6, is that Jackson Plaza? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Jackson
Plaza.
Jackson Plaza, Jackson Heights used to be years ago.
Okay, yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
day.
Yeah.
But it's Jackson Plaza now.
Do you
I
know
believe.
that song, You Don't Own Me?
Yeah, I know that
Wait,
song. I
that's the
remember
one.
Yeah.
Kristen rewrote the lyrics, and so
I don't think we should
Oh, no.
tell what the lyrics
Okay,
are. Just
all
that.
right.
Okay, all
But
right.
they're
okay, I see
pretty.
where
They
we're
are
headed
pretty
here.
good, and they
Okay.
they're rewritten based on our event, kind of with our
Okay.
topic. So
All right.
but it's important
Okay.
to work in some joy. So
Now, I'll
that's
tell you what
we're
we're
doing.
going to do. And I'll let these ladies take a rest. I've got a man on the phone that's going to get us all straightened out. Go ahead, Connor. I think this is Jeff Neal. Jeff, are you on the air?
Yeah, Mr. Raymer, how you doing?
Doing fine. What's going on out there, my friend? I understand they
Well,
raked
I
our
don't know.
good
You
friend
got-
Rob
you got
Mitchell
somebody-
over the
you got
coals.
Sounds like you got two ladies fired up on there tonight, so I'm going to have to...
They have been
Not
fired
Jeff.
up.
I
They
know
s-
Jeff. I
They-
can't
they-
hear him very
I
well.
know Mia's been fired up for a while. She's I know she wants to run for office again, do some stuff, and I appreciate what she does. She's always out in the community trying to make stuff better. I know she works hard. She can. To me, I was going to ask you, how's your daughter?
He's good. I saw Jeff whenever I left the Girl Scout troop meeting. I saw
You know
him
she's
there
going
at
to
Central.
be. Jeff, you knew that. I guess you've listened and heard. Amelia's now going to be a troop mother. She's going to be in
Oh
charge.
my goodness! Well, we're gonna have to check that out now. We can't. I don't know. It's going to be a wild bunch in there now.
Man,
It
at
won't
those,
be wild. We're going to be learning
no,
stuff.
At those campfires, they'll have Bon Jovi playing and everything else.
they could be.
Don't burn anything up now. You got to have a burn permit this time of year. Don't be. Go to the office and get a burn permit now. Old Joe Carr get after you if you don't have a burn permit.
Yeah. Well,
I'll have to
You don't
follow
have
the
it.
law. I'm a troop leader now.
I want to ask you, Lee, what do you think about? There's two things I want to ask you. One thing
Sure.
locally. What do you think about Mr. Arnold running against Mr. Desjardins for Congress?
Robert Arnold. Yeah, I saw that. Is that a fact? Have you checked that, Jeff? I have not.
I think it is. I know. He said he's trying to raise money. Now, where he gets the money
Okay,
from?
well,
I
good
have no
luck to
idea.
him.
Maybe some prisoners. I don't know. Maybe some prisoners. I don't feel.
Well, birds of a feather.
Was that the guy who was at the town hall?
No, this is the
Okay.
former sheriff
All right.
that got busted and got in jail a couple years. Robert Arnold.
He was in jail. He was
He's
former
gonna run
sheriff.
against.
Okay.
He's going to be a Republican and run by the primary Desjardins.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. We've got a bunch of people here that would vote for him. Yeah, it would not surprise me at all.
And things, and then Emily, are you surprised that Mr. Trump commuted Mr. Santos sentence.
George Santos? George's my buddy.
Yeah, George Santos. He's a free man now. He's out there running around. He's a free man. So I thought maybe you had some comments on.
Well, I'm with him all the way. I mean, he's dressing up, sachet right away, George,
Well, now I did read yesterday to the No Kings rallies had about 3,000 people in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, we had a couple of thousand, 2,000 or 3,000.
We had about 2,000, I would say.
It was a really good turnout, I thought.
I was counting people early, and I stopped at right under 1,500, but that was early. So I'm not surprised at a 2,000 number. So
3,000, and I know they had a lot around the country and things. I know that's not going to be the last time they do it. Now, I did want to ask you, Ms. Fine, when is the screening of the bad fight? When is that? You said the 24th. Is that this month or next month?
This month. This Friday, the 24th of this month, and it's actually called Bound. This is the one talking about the overturning of Roe with our choir and our panel. We're going to be having a discussion. And there are tickets available. We do have it as a ticketed event. It's $10 regular tickets, $5 for students. If anyone has issues with it, they can contact RUCO Action, and we can.
Sure.
We have a few scholarships for tickets.
Okay, no problem.
And we do have socials on both Facebook and on Instagram, TikTok, and it's RUCO Action. On Instagram, it's RUCO_action, but it's pretty easy to find. We have a book club, an education type of situation. We've got a book club where we do that. We probably every couple of months, and we read up on, we'll get together and kind of learn about that. And we have our monthly meeting every month.
Sure.
Usually it's at Cultivate Co-working the second Wednesday of the month. This month we may have to reschedule it because
I get 2 events a month at Cultivate as part of my membership, and so I need both of those events for the campaign crash course this month.
I'm telling you, Jeff, you eat those Girl Scout cookies.
I know. I'm telling you, they just so busy. But to me, I did want to congratulate you on being a scout. Like I'm sure you will do a fine job, and you ladies keep up the fight. Because if you don't do it, probably nobody else will. So just keep up the good fight and keep doing it. I know sometimes you probably think it's a losing battle, but you got to keep sticking in there, because if you don't, they'll run over you.
Well, it's people like these ladies here that keep us abreast of what's going on, because a lot of people would want to kick it right under the rug.
That's right. You're right.
Now, Jeff, let me ask you.
Have a great week. Enjoy your show.
No, wait a minute, Jeff. You had called about Mr. Mitchell, and you say there was a complete write-up on this.
Yeah, it's in today's paper, and I tell you what, Emily, it looks. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can read it, but it looks pretty bad. I'm not. I have no.
I know. Well,
one way or the other, I think Mr. Mitchell's a fine person has done a fine job. But I mean, what they wrote is it looks pretty bad. But you can read it, and if you want to talk to me about it, we can talk about it. But
Rob Mitchell's never been anything but straight up with me, and you're exactly right. Now, this meeting is available online. Rutherford County commission meeting as of last Thursday, which was the 18th? 16th, I'm sorry. 16th. You can pull it up on YouTube. It's on there. And a rather scathing situation of our Rutherford County property assessor. And Rob spoke the first of the meeting. He said, by the way, I have not had privy to this report, quote, end quote, that has been released today. And they seem to have everything already laid out for him. So,
I think they do.
It comes to me, and this is just me talking. This is Ed Raymer talking. It comes as a setup deal.
Well, I think they want to get him any by hook or by crook. Any way they can do it.
Oh, I'm sure sooner or later, Rob will be up here with me, and we'll get to the bottom of it. Because we've had his attorney on, we've given him out. But this thing, I really want everyone to know that I personally am going to keep digging. I'm not stopping with this, because Rob has never been anything but up front with me. Now, why he would for every other, every other property owner here in Rutherford County, be a crook. I don't know. And why he would like Ed Raymer so much, I don't know. But no, I don't, because
I mean, you're a popular man now. Don't discount yourself now.
I'm not that. No, I'm not powerful at all. I'm a weakly, but So we're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to stay on top of it. I've been in touch. I sent Rob a message the other night. When you're ready to talk, let me know.
Yep.
Jeff.
Well, like I said, he's always been upfront. To me, he's a good man, and I mean,
right.
I think they're just trying to railroad, and I think Joe Carr wants him out. I'll just be honest with you on that.
Well, I think you're probably right. Yeah, some personal animosity involved there.
Y'all have a great week. Enjoy your show. Thank you.
Jeff, I'll be talking to you. Thank you so much. Jeff Neal,
Thanks, Jeff.
friend of this broadcast, a friend of WGNS, and Amelia Ponce here. Holly Amber's here with us. Connor's on the board. We're going to go to our last break, and we'll be back with you right after this. Ed Raymer, stay with us back right after these good words. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. If you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219, or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. If you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219, or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
People who've had colorectal cancer and have a known mutation should likely take aspirin to help prevent disease recurrence, according to a new study. The benefit of aspirin in preventing cancers has been shown before in the skin cancer melanoma, although Kimmel Cancer Center Director William Nelson at Johns Hopkins says the mechanism is probably different.
One of the things that looms large in the pathogenesis of melanoma is particularly that related to sun exposure. is sunburns. And so remember, what happens with a sunburn is the UV light is absorbed by the skin, does some kind of damage. The burn itself is the redness and all this stuff is an inflammatory response. It's not just sun exposure, but in fact, it looms large in melanoma, particularly skin melanoma, whether you've had significant sunburns. One wonders if that doesn't attenuate the inflammatory response to any damage you might get.
Consult your doctor before beginning aspirin, Nelson says. At Johns Hopkins, I'm Elizabeth Tracy.
Americans are getting their wages withheld to cover unpaid medical bills. I'm Katherine Houghton, and this is your KFF Health News Minute. Many people can't afford to lose the money, says researcher Lois Lopika.
You're really kicking people when they're down.
Most states allow medical providers to force employers to send them part of a patient's paycheck. Even in states with rules to protect consumers, it's not clear how well they're enforced. At least 170 U.S. hospitals face major flood risk. Experts say the Trump administration isn't helping. Nearly 30,000 patient beds across the country could be flooded by heavy storms in their area. The Trump administration has slashed federal agencies that forecast and respond to extreme weather events. It's also dismantled federal programs aimed at protecting hospitals and other buildings from floods. Read more at kffhealthnews.org.
All right, and we are back. Thank you. I'll tell you what, I snuck one of them cupcakes out there. It looks like bad.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have any Girl Scout cookies.
No, not yet. You'll be my first phone call, Ed.
Honey, save some money up. We got to have some. We got to buy some Girl Scout cookies. I got another source up here. My source will be mad at me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I got
Loyalty.
a source.
You shouldn't have said it on the radio. We should have kept that a back alley deal.
You can tell Scarlett that, Ed's got another source, so you might, don't want to put a hit.
Only 3 boxes this year, Ed? What happened to your 6 you usually buy?
6? Give me a break, man.
Yeah, those are rookie numbers right there.
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, back the van up and start loading up. Amelia Pont and Holly Amber here. Thank you both for being here. Thank you for what you do. I'm like Jeff. Thank you for what you do. We appreciate it. And people benefit from it. People you don't even know. People you'll probably never meet. And what else you want to do? We have about 12 minutes left. Where do you want to go, ladies?
Well, I want to talk about the campaign crash course that's coming up. So Tennessee Advocates for Planned Parenthood recognize that we have a lot of passionate supporters, but we don't have enough trained advocates. We need people who are who come to the Tennessee legislature, who are working on campaigns. And so next year we have a ton of campaigns getting run in Rutherford County. We have all the county commissioners. We have school board.
Exactly right.
We'll have a property assessor at some point. Sorry.
Looks like it. Yeah.
And then, we will. And then we'll have all the state house candidates again. And so, as a lot of people know, I ran for state house last year.
Right.
I'm not going to run this time in 26 for reasons we won't get into. But
right.
I will say that we don't have enough campaign workers in this county. And when you don't have a volunteer base to pull from, then all the work falls onto the candidates and whoever is volunteering on their campaigns. And the same people who have been working the campaigns for 10 years it's just the same.
I know.
We need new people.
They're pretty well stale. Yeah.
We're getting tired.
Yeah.
We're getting tired of someone who worked on several campaigns last couple of times. It's very exhausting because other people
needs a break, y'all.
Sure.
I need some help. I need some help.
So what does that mean? It means we need to demystify the process a bit because campaigns should be people run. They should not be funded by special interests and then, just mailers go out, paid people all the time. People powered. And so sometimes all it takes for someone to feel comfortable doing something new is a little bit of training. And so we have a weekend of training coming up in downtown Murfreesboro, the TAP campaign crash course. And it's going to be a Friday evening, November 14th from like 5 to 8:30, all day Saturday the 15th. That's the meaty day. And then Sunday from 9 to 2. Right. And we're going to play Campaign Idol. So we're going to learn what it takes to build a robust campaign. And then we're going to kind of create one on Sunday in groups. And so we're going to break everybody up based on experience. And then, we're gonna get creative, and it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna answer a lot of questions. And ideally, the attendees will find where they best fit in a campaign, because there's so many different roles that you can play.
There's a place for you.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And we just need to identify that. And so you're not going to get a training like this anywhere else in Tennessee right now. It's $35, and that just covers the building and the food and the materials. But we are very excited to offer this. I only have 30 spots, and I don't know if somebody signed up at the protest yesterday. I'm not sure. But I will know by tomorrow how many I have exactly.
Sure.
But I have to cap it at 30, guys. So I know I'm at 20 at least.
Sure.
So if you want a spot at this training, November 14th, 15th, and 16th, please sign up as soon as you can. And then anyone else will have to go on a wait list for next year. We have done this training in Memphis, Nashville, and Knoxville.
Right.
And next year we'll be here this year, and then Montgomery County early next year, and then we'll hit the cities again. So I don't know, Rutherford County, if there's a lot of interest and you guys really want to come back a second time, I'm going to need you to register, sign up, and fill out the interest so we can tell Tennessee Advocates for Planned Parenthood that there is an activated base here who is ready to make an impact. And y'all, you got to get trained up.
And here's the thing, young people, listen up. If you're going to college, if you're in university somewhere, and you want a political science, this goes right along with what we're looking at.
Absolutely. Okay? And campaign work can be paid work.
It is the wood and nails of what political science is all about.
Yeah.
Is the election itself. And just like we talked about with the Roe thing, Holly, people thought, well, and I've got to tell you, for me as a man, I thought, well, that's a done deal. Nobody's ever going to mess with that, but I knew in my mind that they'd been constantly just knocking on the door, hey, we're going to do it. And some little suit here and some little, fracas is here and we shut down this clinic here. Before you knew it, here we are.
And the next big fight.
And it's a mess.
The next big fight this year will be over IVF.
Well.
So if there's any of your listeners who are going through fertility treatment right now, Tennessee legislators are looking to limit how many embryos that you can have. It's the fight of this year when it comes to repro health. So we'll see.
Well, I can tell you this. Let me tell you, Amelia, Holly, I'm 67, and there's nothing like some old man being involved in a woman's health care.
You can be involved by calling your legislators.
We know so much if you'll just sit down. Old men, get out of the health care situation.
Honestly, Ed, I would love to start a men's impact circle or something.
No, I'm telling you right now, and I think it, and Judy, if you're listening, I don't want to curse you, but I think it was Judy Whitehill said this. If a man ever had to carry a baby 9 months and give birth, you would never hear another word about women's health care issues.
Pregnancy is the most dangerous thing a woman can do.
And I agree totally. Yeah.
Dangerous for a lot of people.
It is. I just don't get it. I'm sorry, I just don't get it. And yes, abortions, unfortunately, and I don't know what some of these doctors are doing. I don't know what they're doing. I know that their enrollment is for that particular field.
Yes, well,
is in jeopardy.
No, not just OBGYNs
I know.
and obstetrics. We've lost 25% of all new residents coming to Tennessee because they're not getting the full spectrum of healthcare education in our state.
Because we're
and so
hicks.
we're losing 25% of all of our new doctors.
I know.
So that's really something people need to be aware of. And I don't know. I would love for men to feel comfortable talking about everyone's right to quality health care, because if
everyone's right.
Everyone's right.
Everyone.
So we need everyone calling legislators and showing up at the Capitol. And honestly, it would be so nice to have a room full of people and it be half men, half women, and we're talking about women's health care. That's great optics. Like, it's great
and if
allyship.
the men would sit there and keep their mouth shut.
And we need
because
good allies.
I am sick of looking on television and Chuck Grassley and Mitch McConnell telling women about their health care, and they're both in their 80s. You know, come on, man. We all know what the problem here is with those old guys. I won't say it, but I mean, you know, come on. They don't know anything. Women, give me a break.
There is a nonprofit called Men for Choice. And they train young men how to talk about reproductive health and how to be good allies. And so I love Men for Choice. I love that organization. And repro health is just as much a men's issue, because if you get a woman pregnant and you don't want to be a daddy, sorry. You will be.
I mean, it's sure.
It takes.
And there are also,
people.
and you know, Michelle Hauser, a friend of mine, she's an attorney here in town, and there's a legal portion that goes with this with a young man.
Yeah.
When he turns out to be the father of that baby, you have a legal responsibility. Okay.
Do we have time?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
well,
ahead.
you know, all of this
Holly.
to say, sometimes we can avoid unintended pregnancy by providing good sex education. And we don't get good sex education in Tennessee. It's abstinence only. No. And so one of the things that PPTNM, so that's our health, our C3, our health and education, they are right now doing a project, the Autonomy Project, and it's totally virtual. Right. This is for high school and college age, like young people, to help give them the knowledge and tools just to better understand their bodies, identities, and their rights. And so there's 4 months. We've had 2 sessions already. It's every 2 weeks on Mondays. Okay. And so you can find that on my Linktree, Tap Rutherford Linktree. But we're also doing a couple of events with the Progressive Moms of Murfreesboro. Okay. So it all started with a Facebook post in their group, and they said, did anybody else opt their kid out of this weird sex ed? And I was like, hey guys. And so now the first one we're going to be offering is totally virtual, and it's going to be next Sunday on the 26th from 1:30 to 3:30, and it's called Demystifying Sex Education for Parents and Caregivers. And we're going to empower parents and caregivers to understand, support, and advocate for comprehensive sex education for their children. So that's totally virtual next Sunday, the 26th from 1:30 to 3:30. And then we're going to have an in-person training called How to Be an Askable Adult.
That might be a good idea.
It is, because
it would be an excellent idea.
Because not every parent is equipped to be able to have accurate, non-judgmental, confident conversations with their young people about sex. And so How to Be an Askable Adult is for anyone, not just parents and caregivers. Like, there's so many families, if I want to be an askable adult to my nieces and my nephews, right? And so I highly encourage people to share out this event, because we want to build the skills and confidence to support those healthy conversations.
Right.
And so that is with the Progressive Moms of Murfreesboro. They are, hopefully next year, we're going to be doing some sex ed for high school kids and like middle school kids too. And so we just want to prepare the parents before that happens. But that's
Right.
next year. We'll see.
Talking about Planned Parenthood here tonight, folks. We're in our last minute, but is parenthood or sex education taught in our schools anymore?
No, it's
not allowed?
abstinence only.
That's it.
Yeah.
In other words, just don't do it.
Right.
I mean, I
we'll
learned
see.
that, like, the first thing I learned
We'll
was not
see.
having.
So, since we have a minute, I will say if anyone wants to help support Planned Parenthood's goals with their advocacy, education, and health centers, please, we are looking to raise $3.3 million by December 1st. So, please consider donating monthly, hosting a house party or an impact circle event to raise money, or become part of the legacy circle, because we actually have people who give us money in their wills.
Amelia Pont, Holly Amber, thank you both as always. You're always great guests. Great ladies to come up here and share this with people. They need to know it. Folks, pay attention. You can catch us on YouTube. You can go back and listen if you missed part of this. You want to go back and get dates and times and places and all that. Do so.
Check out Ruco Action. We're on
Ruco
all the socials, and a lot of the stuff we talked about Planned Parenthood you can get through us too. We've got on our link tree as well. So
Very good. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Amelia.
Thank you.
Connor, thank you. We appreciate it as always. Until next Sunday at 8 o'clock. Ed Raymer here for the Evan Lee Raymer Show. I'll catch you down the road.